Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. So I'm going to be doing a full face of product I used to love. Do I still love it? Is it something that I still adore to this day? So let's get on into this video. So I had to go into my drawers, pull out a whole bunch of stuff that I used to love. Do I still love it? I'm curious to know if I still like the way that it works on my skin and on my face. Start off with primer. We have the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. I originally bought this because it was a favorite of Kelly Gooch, and she raved about this being kind of like a primer hybrid. So it moisturizes your skin, but it also kind of fills in the fine lines and wrinkles. I haven't used it in a while, but like, it just feels refreshing on my skin. I remember like when I would use this, it really didn't have any problems with like specific foundations. Usually across the board, it was really easy to work with, and it feels like silk on my skin. Okay, foundation. This used to be a favorite of mine. I would wear it all the time. I actually have a couple of tutorials I will link in the description box down below so you guys can see my use of it. This is the newer version of this foundation. It is drugstore, and it is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewey foundation. I have used the regular foundation and I used it for years. I actually started using it because Tarte would rave about it on her channel, and I remember it would just give me like this perfect photo finished look. Love the look that it used to give me. So we're going to apply this. It comes on like this little spatula, and I never really thought that that was like a great way to have a foundation. Like who applies their foundation like this? It's just so awkward. Again, this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewey foundation. I just haven't used it in a while, so I remember it being really great like on camera, and it lasted like forever. So let's just kind of dab this in here. See, it's pretty like blendable, easy to work with. If I remember right, it was like a medium coverage foundation, buildable. The smell was always awful though. Like I could never stand the smell of this foundation. I think shade match wise we're pretty good, but it doesn't feel like it covered what it should. So we're gonna do a little bit more. Like I said, this is like the weirdest way to apply a foundation because it just makes it so hard to get it evenly dispersed like all over your skin. So yeah, it's a good shade match. Super nice finish on the skin. Like it's a little bit of dew, but it's not like over the top. It looks really good on camera. It looks really good in my mirror too. I'm looking pretty good here. Okay, so this concealer, it used to be a favorite of mine, but then they released the creamy concealer, and I am in love with that concealer. I recently posted a shorts on my YouTube. I will actually link it for you guys so you can see. But apparently the price of this concealer has gone up like $3, and I was very surprised because it used to be way less. So what I'm talking about is the Tarte Shape Tape regular concealer. Now I am in love with the creamy concealer. The creamy concealer is like, it's just more dewy, easier to blend out, and it doesn't look as drying on my under eyes. But for a long time I was using the Tarte Shape Tape regular concealer. This is the shade 16N Fair Light Neutral. I mean, it's still a good concealer, but $30 for a concealer, that's pushing it, Tarte. Like, and then we're just going to prime my lids. I feel like I think the $30 mark for a concealer is just pushing it. It's the Double Duty Tape Shape. And this one I actually got in it was either a 21 days or a Black Friday or like a holiday sale where it came with a full size of concealer for $27, and then you got a free mini mascara with it. So if you find deals like that, especially during the holidays, it's like the best time to get the Shape Tape, because then you get like free mascara with it or something else. It does like really brighten up my under eyes. A little bit goes a long way. I think it's a great eye primer too. What do y'all think? Does it look good? Does it look bad? If you guys haven't seen my makeup I can't get enough of, I actually use the Tarte Creamy Concealer, so that video will be in the description box as well, so go check that out. Which one do you think is better? The creamy one or the regular one? So let me know. Leave me a comment in this video down below. So for my under eyes, I used to set with a banana powder. I love this banana powder, and again, it's another like Tati recommendation. It is the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder, and this one had like a lot of love there for a while. Right now I'm using a Maybelline Fit Me powder, and it's a little bit lighter, and it does have a little bit of a brightening, but this one was one of my favorites for like a super long time. So let's see, is it still a favorite? And I like that this was just, it has a little bit of a banana hint to it, but it's not like over the top. So that's what made it so good, as opposed to, I have a Wet n Wild one that it does not work right, the banana powder. But the bronzer side is really pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. I always loved how it like evened out everything. Makes everything look so smooth. That's really pretty. Are these gonna be in my makeup basket again? That's a lot of makeup to put in there. I will be having a Shop My Stash here on my channel pretty quick, so stay tuned for that one as well. And I know this video is most likely going up before that one, I think. So we'll find out. And then for the rest of my face, I'm gonna use the Coty Airspun powder. Ooh, this stuff is so florally, but it's like airbrushed quality. Let's see. It just makes the skin look so nice. Now Coty does own CoverGirl. They are the same company. Just like tapping this in. Ooh, that's pretty. Usually people will bake with this one. I've heard it's a dupe for the Huda Beauty powder. Don't know. But this is like a cult classic. Oh, so nice. My skin looks really good. Like, it didn't settle into any of my like fine lines. That looks really pretty. I like that. I don't have a setting spray. I just kind of like used to grab anything that caught my eye, so I'm just going to use my Urban Decay real quick. If you guys know me, I like to set my face in between like powder and bronzer and blush and all that. This one is so old. I actually had an original one of these. It is the Urban Decay Naked Flushed, one of their Naked Flushed palettes, and it has like the bronzer, the blush, and the highlighter in it. And this one is in Streak. I actually had one originally and ended up dropping. This was like a million years ago. It ended up dropping and I shattered the whole thing. I was so mad. So I ended up getting another one of these, and these retail for like $30-something. They're insanely expensive, and I used to use it all the time. Like, I loved this because it was an all-in-one. Obviously, kind of why I chose it today, so that we could do less product on my vanity, but these were things that I used to use like every single day for a really, really long time. I think mainly the reason why I use this is just because it was so convenient, and like the bronzer was really pretty. This was like back in the day when you would really chisel out your face I actually had a girl at Ulta who sold me this, and she was like, you do this, and then you do this, and you like contour it out and do it in like a 3. And my makeup like has definitely changed since then. This is a really pretty good shade match for me though. I like it. But it does have a really great quality to it. It blends out nicely. Like if you look, it's not textured on the skin like at all. Oh, that's really pretty. And it's just enough of a bronze for me that I feel comfortable. I don't really like full-blown chisel. And then we're gonna use the blush. Blush was really pretty actually. It kind of reminds me of the NARS. Right here, it looks like some of the NARS blushes that you can get, the Orgasm blush. It's very similar in tone to that. So like, and I really like doing the sunburnt look lately. It's just, it warms up my face so nicely. Look at that. No texture, that's really pretty. I feel very like soft, except up here. I don't know, does it look patchy on camera? I feel like it looks patchy up here. And then the highlights in this is super pretty. Well, it always had like a pinky undertone to it, which really accentuates my skin tone really, really nicely. This one has like a lot of kickback in the pan though. Kind of looks like it's really texturizing my skin. Like right here. Maybe on camera it looks a little different. The color is pretty, not too bad. I guess it looks okay. And then I'm gonna take my sponge and kind of just go over all of this real quick. Really press it in. That looks really pretty though. Not bad. It's like a natural, fresh look. Now we're gonna move on to the eyes. The first thing that I picked out was a liquid liquid shadow. It's from Wet n Wild. It's their liquid catsuit, and this is in the shade Off the Grind. It's like a taupey shade. I thought this would be really great with the palette that I chose. And these used to be some of my favorite liquid shadows because they're really easy to blend out. Like look at that right there. Super easy to blend out, even when it's a little bit dry. It doesn't dry down right away, so it makes it really easy to use. Usually what I like to do with these liquid shadows, this one I just am going to put kind of here, and then we're going to blend it out throughout the eye with just a like crease brush like this. And like I said, it's like super easy to blend. And then I'm just bringing it up and also bringing it down onto my eye. Like it's just super simple. I love these liquid shades because they're so easy to use, and it's not disappointing. And they had so many different ones. This one is actually more cool toned. It doesn't, is it like accentuating? No. It's really easy to like blend because like look how pretty that is. Just so simple. You could literally just put like some mascara on and be done. That's how pretty these are. And it's still like, it dries down super, super nice. That's really pretty. Yeah, that's so pretty. But we aren't done because I actually wanted to pull out one of my, this was like one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. And I remember specifically going to Ulta Beauty to buy this. Like I had to have it in my hands. And one of my friends, she was like, you found it? Because it was literally sold out everywhere. And my Ulta barely had any left. Like this is how popular this little palette was. And I don't think you can actually buy it anymore. If you can, I'll link it in the description box, but I'm pretty sure you can't. It is the Blush Crush palette from Colourpop. This came out for Valentine's Day, I think a year ago, 2 years, a while ago. And it's one of my favorites. Like I had so much use out of it because it's just so beautiful to work with all the pinky tones, and it's so like, it's like pink leaning neutral. It's really pretty. So I'm gonna use this one today in combination with that liquid shadow from Wet n Wild. Like I love Colourpop eyeshadows. This one, like I said, was something I used every single day. So I'm gonna use Lovesick, which is like an ultimate skin tone one, and I'm just gonna kind of brush this over everything so if there is any patchiness, it's just gonna blend it out. I don't see any from like my close-up mirror. Let's actually look. Yeah, no, that looks so pretty. That Wet n Wild liquid catsuit on my eyes looks really pretty. And then I think combined with this, it's just gonna stand out and like really make my eyes pop. Then I'm gonna use a Sigma E48. We're gonna use like one of these like darker shades, I think. I really like Cheek to Cheek too. You can see it's gotten like a lot of love. Maybe we'll use that one first. Put it in the crease, kind of like deepen everything, but I want this to be kind of like neutral too. I'm gonna blend How Rouge and Cheek to Cheek. I don't know if I like this brush. It's like weirdly long. It's a Sigma E48. I got this in a BoxyCharm. Don't know if I like it because it's just, it feels so hard to like blend with. I really like the crease brushes that come in their eyeshadow palettes. Like those are nice. I'm gonna take my Colourpop E22. This is what I use to put Lovesick on, but we're just going to use this to kind of blend everything out. I just don't know if I like that Sigma brush yet. Every once in a while I'm like, yeah, it's doing the job today, but then other times I don't know if I actually like it or not. Currently slightly snowing outside and it's pretty, don't get me wrong, but we had like 50-degree weather for like 3 days in a row. So Mother Nature in New York is just, she's way undecisive right now. Don't know why. Either let it be spring or just continue with winter. We had like 20 inches of snow in like a week and a half too. So let's see, we have Blossom Up, which is like a duochrome. It does a shift from a pink to like an orange. And then we have Enamored, this one right here. They're both really pretty. And then I have that Super Shock shade. It's called Pop a Bottle. I really like that one's really hard to put on the eye. Maybe I'll just use it as a topper. Yeah, let's use it as an eyeshadow topper. So I'm going to use Blush Wine right here. We're going to put this on the lid. I feel like that taupey liquid catsuit shade really just kind of like brought it back down to earth. Now, Blushing Wine has like this micro glitter in it, and I cannot stand the micro glitters from Colourpop. I really feel like it's just a waste of glitter. Both of these actually have micro glitters. Don't like it because like it doesn't do anything for the eye. It just kind of disappears. There is no micro glitter on my eye like at all. So I never really understood why they did the whole micro glitter. It doesn't do anything. Like it just flicks off. I kind of like how like moody this looks. I feel like that transition of that taupe shade is really pretty. I'm liking how this is coming together. My skin looks nice. My eyes look nice. Okay, I'm gonna take the Colourpop brush just one more time, blend this all together. And then before I put on the like eyeshadow topper, the Pop a Bottle color, I'm gonna spray my face because it needs a little set in. So Pop a Bottle is a Super Shock shade. Oh, that'd be really pretty, like just on top of that taupey shade. Like I put it there, that'd be really pretty. So next time I use that, but I literally just want to put this here. That's pretty. It's like just a little pop of something right on the middle of my lid. Oh, that's pretty. I like the dimension that's adding. Lately I've been like super into just matte with a little bit of something like right in the middle of my eye, or like a whole matte eye and then something on the inner corner. I did a look like that the other day. That was so pretty. And I've really been enjoying that palette that I made that duped the Natasha Denona Valentine's Day set, the Mini Crush palette. Actually, this palette would be a good dupe for that too. They have very similar color stories. So pretty. I really like that. So let's just take that Colourpop E22 again. Yeah. Using it in the crease more so, just to kind of make sure the Super Shock didn't overpower my eye, but I really like how that turned out. That's so pretty. I like it. Last item on my list, well, kinda. I didn't do lips, so we're just gonna put on, oh no, we can put on one of my oldies but goodies. I'll show you guys that one because I have it sitting right here. Ironically, I use it all the time, so it kind of doesn't qualify for this video, but it does qualify for this video, I think. So I have the MoKong Brow Contouring Kit. This is actually off of Amazon, and this has like a brow gel wax thingy in it, and then it has 3 powders where it's like for blonde, brunette, and like darker. I use this thing obviously a lot. Look at that. I used it a lot. I really liked to, it comes with its own little like toolkit too. I really liked alternating between the cool and the warm brown shades over here. Didn't really use the blonde as much because my eyebrows are like super dark. The only thing I never really liked about this kit is it didn't come with a eyebrow comb brush thingy, and I'm trying to find mine. Claire decided to play with it the other day, so here's my little brush. So we're just going to comb it up, and then I'm going to fill them in with the middle brown shade. And I like that it came with this mirror too. And I looked on their site and they said that this was cruelty free. I have another brush I'm actually going to use instead. Just fill these bad boys in. Already it's like making a huge difference, and I used to really fill them in. I look so different when I have filled in eyebrows as opposed to not filled in eyebrows. Like, I actually have eyebrows when I do this. I should probably start doing this again because it looks so different. And then I just would kind of stamp it in right here and then press it in so it would kind of like do one of those fades. But like, I do get bald spots in my eyebrows like all the time. So the difference, like, maybe I should start filling in my eyebrows again instead of just like combing them up and doing nothing, because then I can still comb them up and do something, you know. Now I understand why people still fill in their eyebrows. I'm a whole new woman. But one of the reasons I liked using this palette was because it had all these shades. It had the brow wax. It came with a place where you had tweezers, so it had tweezers in here. It actually had these like eyebrow stencils that you could use. I never used them, and I'm pretty sure they fell out like in my drawer or something, and I don't really care because I don't like eyebrow stencils. I usually just kind of fill it in like so, and then I'm ready to go. No rhyming intended. And then I would go in with the brow. This is actually tinted. It's like a brow wax, and then I would just kind of go over it with the brush that came in it. Dab, dab. Put it in. I think I'm going to use the little eyebrow comb I have and just kind of comb through like that. And this just kind of like sets them in place. Ta-da! That actually doesn't look bad. I like it. But like, my skin just looks so pretty. What do y'all think? Let me know. Lips. This is second to last. Actually, forewarning, I don't have a mascara that is like an oldie. Maybe I still love it because I already know I do. One of my favorite mascaras is the Essence Lash Princess False Effect Mascara. I love it and I do use it a lot. I don't like having a million mascaras that are open at the same time, so right now I just have one that's open. I will have another mascara war coming up soon to kind of give you guys an idea of like what I'm loving and what is good, what is bad, what I've tried, and give you a rundown of that. I do have another mascara wars video up on my channel. I haven't done one in a while. It's a series that I started a while ago. I'm actually thinking about doing Mascara Mondays where I try a mascara, show you guys like how it looks on first application versus like a week later, and kind of show you guys like good mascaras. Maybe that'll be my trademark because I love mascara, and if I find a good one, I am so happy with it. Anyway, let's go back to the lips because I have a Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Lipstick. This is an 05 Loyalist. I use this for a friend who got married, the same shade. And it's very like neutral and pretty, and it stays on your lips for like ever. I'm not one of those YouTubers who can do their makeup and talk. And it just so happens my lips are like really tiny, so putting any kind of lip product does not work. I like how it's just like there and it looks like my natural lips. It's not over the top. And then I do have a new balm that I got from Catrice. It's technically like tinted, but not really. And I'm just gonna put that over top of this because it tends to dry out your lips. All right, guys, here is the completed full face of product I used to love, and what do I think? I was actually looking in the mirror while doing my mascara, and I was like, dang, that's a good face day. Like, so pretty. Like, I can't believe how pretty that is. Where have I not been, why haven't I been using these? Like, so pretty. I haven't seen my face look this good in a while, and I've been doing some like testing of different foundations and like just trying to make them work because they're like in my collection, and this just looks so pretty. Why haven't I been using this more? Why don't I use it more? If you guys want to see all the products that I used, they will be in the description box down below. There are no affiliate links because this is a not sponsored video. If you guys like these kind of videos, please subscribe to my channel, become a part of the community, my little family. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!